Morgan and I met on the first day of kindergarten, and for some reason, me being the bold person that I was, I asked her to be my best friend. Who would have thought it would end up like this? Next thing you know, we were constantly having sleepovers and binge watching Hannah Montana together in my basement. We were assigned numbers in elementary school, hers being 13 and mine was 12. It was very insignificant at the time, and it basically just meant that we sat next to each other in the computer labs, but for some reason it felt like we were meant to be best friends. My parents treated her like she was my sister, and my family treated her like she was the same. We even created an annual tradition of spending New Year's Eve together. At first it was on accident, but after 2 to 3 years together, we thought it was worthy of the title tradition. She had quit softball slowly based off the idea, or what happened was that I didn't end up on the same team as her, so she didn't want to be it anymore. It was basically like any other friendship, but oddly enough, we lasted through kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. I never really knew what it was, whether it was some magical force of destiny or just a draw of the hat. It kept us together. Who would have thought it would end up like that? Most of you didn't know Morgan as well as I did, so I'll tell you enough to get an idea. She had an insane amount of love for breakfast food. Whether it was actually breakfast, lunch, or dinner, she could eat breakfast food all the time. She was skinny, but she ate like a cow. And she had a dog named Queenie. And I remember the day she came to school late with tears in her eyes when Queenie died. She couldn't sleep without a fan on, and she would have smacked you if she heard you chewing your gum. The older we grew, the newer the issues we had to face. I'm not gonna lie, I had gone through a lot of stuff as a teenager, and Morgan couldn't always understand what I was going through, but she was there through it all, and she did her best with what she could do. Throughout my own life, she has always been there for me. She made my heart smile when I didn't think it was possible anymore. Sometimes she knew me better than I knew myself, and I always thought she was my better half. Every day, I look into the mirror while I do my makeup, expecting to see her behind me complaining about running out of concealer. I walk to class, I listen to our favorite songs, knowing she's never going to be able to hear them again. I skip breakfast every day, just to feel like I can't eat her favorite food without her. And every night, before I lay in bed, I turn on the fan, just to feel like she's laying in that bed on the other side of the room. Every day gets a little easier, but I never thought it would end up